like letter in the mail. Appreciate it, or they appreciate it. That way they can have my information, like harass me more maybe. But it's okay. God has it all in perfect order. Um, about the videos, it's not what I went through. It's what everyone is going through. You know, when anyone speaks up about anything, we're talking for the whole, for the collective, because we're all one being. So, you know, I'm helping you to understand what your psychopathic madness is and insanity. And, you know, it's a collective thing. It's no one's personal fault. We're all doing our best within it. And all that means is, yeah, separation from God. And what is God? Well, God is um, not good or bad. It's the true nature of all things, infinite. So we're understanding our infinity in different, dimensions. But I want to talk about this mainly right now. Is that the uh, the tension and the atrophy in your arm and your hands and fingers and stuff. Um, I know that you've had it for a long time, but it's actually anger and frustration. So you're holding that tension in your arm, and like it's going throughout your whole body, right? And that's what happens like when we aren't able to face certain things. It locks us all up and seizes us up. Like I know this because personally, it's happening to me too. So it's like, what can I do about this? I can wave my arms and be busy all I want. It doesn't work. So what can I do? Well, I don't know. Skateboarding, I like skateboarding. I just have to express myself all the time, say how I feel. That's one way of doing it. Not do anything too repetitively. Like, be wary of what tension I'm holding in my body and in my mind. It's the same thing. So, like, learning to relax the body and breathe, making that priority number one. Feeling space within. But number one is not censoring myself, because like when we censor ourselves, we just tuck it into our body and then it seizes up and we can't move, and our brain can't move, and then we get heart attacks and strokes and die. And like, so what I'm saying is censoring ourselves is self-destruction. Um, we have to like that man said compassionate inquiry. So we have to like look into why things are, not make anyone bad or good, but say why do they do this? Because everyone has something to offer us, and offer themselves through their expression, through whatever it means. Even like in terms of George, like stealing and lying and um, lack of integrity, lack of authenticity, with most people on the earth right now, because it's the only way they were able to survive being bullied, being so super bullied. But then they forgot their authenticity, who they were. So without that, then we die. So it's like everyone is in this together, and everyone is needs just needs to communicate first with themselves and then others. Um, these really really important issues, and the cool thing about little kids is that they bring in the truth, the fresh new energy, and so this culture lives off their fresh new energy. It eats them, like I said, eats their energy until they're dead, like the other people, and then blames them for it. Because just ignorance. People don't know. They're just. We've been brainwashed by a culture of death, a death culture. I mean, the virus on the earth, cancer, and because it's not connected to infinity, it's not connected to uh, life. So, so that's why it's dying. That's why it's dead, and that's why nobody's alive, and no one has life, joy, energy, freedom, energy, or even expressing their anger. They're not even expressing that. They're just apathetic. Um, so yeah, we acknowledge all that is, and we communicate, regardless of people censoring us, or even more than that, us censoring ourselves. We have to pay attention. And this is amazing because nothing is not perfect. So it's just unconditional love is what I'm talking about. That's the infinity energy. And then trust, believing in ourselves, loving ourselves. So the way this culture works was by stealing our self-worth, which is who we are, our authenticity, stealing our self-value. So it's like what I learned from you is to not really value myself very much and to have to prove myself all the time because I was lacking value because I was abandoned by you because you spent all your time working and taking care, martyring yourself, which is self-destruction to George and, you know, uh, belief systems, religion, what religion taught you, self-destruction, not very healthy. And then like going and getting high off like some kind of weekly sermon thing to make you feel like okay about it. But as you can see, it doesn't really work, because the greatest measure of everything is our health. And like, if we're not healthy, then obviously something isn't working right. That's why I didn't have very much respect for anyone growing up because they weren't happy, they weren't healthy, and they weren't listening. So me being the teacher now here, I'm I'm allowing people to see what's happening, and if they deny it, then they're denying themselves, they're denying death. They're denying their life, and they don't continue. So um, it's amazing and awesome. Okay, I love you. Bye bye.